Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to Live with Loyalty. As you come in, please tap that like button. Say hello. You remember how your grandmama used to do it? She used to be like, come on in. You better speak to everybody in this room. Come on into the house. Speak to everyone in the room. It ain't no problem. Say hello. Ask how your day was. I want to know. Put in the comment. How's your day? I want to know how your day is. How your year been? This year started off crazy, but we're still living, y'all. We still living. So just thank God for that. So as you can see, we got Corey SSG. Oh my God. I may have a different perspective on this than a lot of people because, I try my best to believe in people, first, you know. So, as y'all know, you probably found out, if you follow SSG, Corey, or, you have seen the post about him. Well, yeah, they have detained Corey. I'm assuming that Corey turned himself in, as he should have, because no one wants to carry this baggage around, that baggage around, like, he will have to. So we already know you got Chris Sales. He has been clowning them all over the internet. Chris Sales, I love me some Chris Sales. He is very, very hilarious, but it really wasn't no joking matter. You know what I'm saying? But so many people laughed at Chris Sales pain when him and Queen broke up, and I mean, every person makes a mistake, and I do know at this moment that Corey has turned himself in, but allegedly, but he yeah, I just don't feel like he's guilty, and I'm just saying that myself. I'm saying that's just my opinion. you know at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. But so I'm just gonna go along. Everybody, like I said, come in. Hey, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. I have more content coming, and I thank you for being here. For those that are viewing this and watching this, thank you. So let me get along and let's talk about this real quickly, because our boy, he's the thing, y'all. So let's see what Chris Hill had to say.
Boy, it's a good ass day. One of my options finally went to jail. Corey Pritchard finally in jail, bro. It's a good ass day, man. The streets gonna be about this one, but you know how happy I am. You know I can finally get some rest. Come on now, man. I've been up 40 days and 40 nights waiting for that. I can finally go outside and not look over my shoulder, hoping that right there. It's a good ass day. I'm about to go put some money on this real quick. Let's go put.
See, Chris is crazy. It's really not funny, but Chris can make anything funny. And I know people don't want harm to happen to Corey SSG, but what I'm saying, a lot of times Corey has placed harm upon himself. He has done a lot of this to himself. So I want you to see this before Corey had got detained or whatever. This is what he was doing before.
I'm on the run, guys. I kidnapped somebody. I got it in the back of my trunk. Said the FBI to come find me. I'm in Dubai. I'm running. I'm running.
I just feel like, first of all, what he just did, it was like freaking hilarious. But the situation is not hilarious. Um, I just feel like when he did that, you're making like a joke of the situation, right? And he has to understand, like, dude, you don't know what these people will do to you, even when you turn yourself in. Man, they could have met you on your way off the plane, okay? You don't know, but he is detained, and some people had a couple of things to say about it. So y'all just leave down in the comments what you think about this, because me personally, I don't think that he's guilty, and I'll tell you the rest of what I think after we watch these couple of little clips. Here we go.
Corey, you did all that trolling to go turn yourself in, to leave Dubai, to go to Houston and turn yourself in. So just in case you missed it, word on the curb is Corey allegedly held two girls hostage. Well, let me tell you how it started. So they was at the club, and somehow they ended up getting together. He ended up leaving because he sees some ops. He didn't want to get into it with ops, so he ended up leaving. The girls left something in his car. So the girls called him like, hey, I left blase in your car. Can you turn around and give me what's in your car? He turns around, gives us to the car, and feels like he needs to be a gentleman and takes them home. So he proceeds to tell them to get in the car and he'll take them home or wherever he got them from. They do that. When they get in the car, they're driving down the highway. He gets paranoid saying somebody is following him, and rolls the windows down and starts pew-pewing out the back, the opposite side of where he's driving from. You're shooting at air. Like, I don't know. It's just like ever since Carmen has left him, or he has left Carmen, he's been crashing out ever since, and it shows.
Okay, you guys, we're going to talk about this on Celebrity Gossip One-on-One. This is our last day on my channel before we head over to YouTube in a couple of days. They're banning TikTok. It's got to go through the Supreme Court, but we're for sure that this app will no longer be present. Now, I am on the Lemon 8 app as the same name for a lot of you guys that don't know, but let's get into it. Now, YouTuber Corey Pritchett, aka Corey SSG, has been arrested finally. I'm thinking maybe Houston detectives or the Houston PD, someone in the police force, went over to Dubai, or either Corey came back from Dubai and he was immediately arrested. I don't know how that went about, but hold on. We're going to get into what they said. The report says in just a second on our next slide. Hold on. It says the Houston-based YouTuber booked into jail on kidnapping charges after initially fleeing the country. Corey Pritchett Jr. is facing 2 charges of aggravated kidnapping and was being held in the Harris County Jail on a combined of $200K bond, according to court records. Now, allegedly, or I guess for sure, he was arrested yesterday. This was posted January 17th of 2025. So all of those other videos on TikTok that was saying that he was already arrested was all alleged. Now, this is the actual truth. He has been booked in, I guess, Houston's jail. So hold on, we have more. Social media who fled the country after allegedly threatened to assault and killed 2 women was arrested Thursday. So he's arrested this past Thursday and booked into Harris County Jail. That's in Houston, Texas, y'all. Corey Pritchett is 26 years old. Once again, I've already told y'all what is he facing: 2 charges of aggravated kidnapping, and is being held in jail on the combined of $2K bond, according to court records. So if court record says that this is his charges and what he's been held for, then that's what it is. The warrant for Corey Pritchett's arrest was first issued followed a November 22nd incident when he allegedly drove the 2 women who told police they feared for their lives to a remote area west of Houston and forced them out of his vehicle. In the post to TikTok and Instagram, so we already know he's a social media keyboard gangster slash narcissist. So everything he does, he has to put it on social media. Around the same time, Pritchett said he was leaving the country to start a new life in Dubai. Authorities with the FBI confirmed that Pritchett flew to Doha Airport in Qatar with a one-way ticket, according to court documents. It was not immediately cleared when or how Pritchett returned to the U.S. If he is released from jail on bond, he was required to surrender his passport and remain in the greater Houston area, court records show. So they don't even know how he ended up back in Houston. So allegedly, it probably was a tip. Somebody probably turned him in and probably is going to receive a reward for turning him into police. So he got back over here from Dubai to Houston. So hold on, y'all. We got more. So Pritchett's court-appointed defense attorney could not immediately be reached for comment Friday. So all the news sources and everybody is trying to get some information on Corey Pritchett, which is AKA Corey SSG, on what is the initial conversation around his charges. Pritchett has garnered a massive following on social media and a personal YouTube channel which accumulated nearly 4 million subscribers. He had more than 1 million subscribers on another YouTube channel shared with his wife and regularly touted his music career on social media, which we all know Corey did music from time to time. I mean, he's not the greatest music artist, but he did something. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this man's charges. Do y'all really think that he is going to be found guilty? Do y'all think that the women are going to testify and tell the truth on what went down the day that they said that they were supposed to be getting kidnapped by Corey? He did tell them that this would be their last day alive while he was driving around with them before he boarded a flight to Qatar. So that kind of makes this case sort of circumstantial, but also believable with witnesses and evidence. So y'all got to pay attention to that too. There was a couple other YouTubers that covered this Corey Pritchett case or whatever, this YouTuber, and they found out that he had said some stuff like that too. So, you know, everybody was kind of disappointed because he was doing so good, gaining so many followers on social media, and then all of a sudden he just goes all the way downhill with the breakthrough on the internet with him disrespecting his wife, which he is still legally married to Carmen Pritchett, and he has kids with her. And then, you know, he gets with some different women, still allegedly married, and then here this comes with the alleged kidnapping. And the 2 women that were involved are able to testify to say what he did to them on that day. So I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to try to keep y'all posted on when we head over to YouTube to start Celebrity Gossip on there. I'm going to open it up a little bit more so that we can have guests and stuff like that, people that have their opinion, and some people that are into the courts and all of that, court officials and stuff, so they can say their opinion or whatever to kind of help you guys, that my viewers that are watching. So y'all make sure to go to YouTube and look for Celebrity Gossip 101, and that's where we'll be heading to YouTube. I am also on the Lemon 8 app, like I said in the beginning of this video, so make sure you follow me there. I'll try to load what I do on there as well, if they don't take that app too, because that is owned by ByteDance, which is the same owners of TikTok. So let's pray that we could keep Lemon 8. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section of my video on Celebrity Gossip 101.
So, if y'all heard that, but man is innocent until proven guilty. And this is what I'm saying. Please don't so much give up on this young man yet. I am glad, because what everybody is speaking about mostly is the girls and their side of the story. Now it's time to hear his. It's things that have been left out because court has not come. And he said his side on the internet when he's sitting up there goofing off, knowing doggone well he is like scared. You know what I'm saying? Like God is literally working on Corey, and I'm glad he did turn himself in. Put down in the comments like how you feel about this situation with Corey SSG. You know, I'm not a big fan of Corey's, but you don't have to be a big fan of a person to understand, like, to see through crap. There are really truly people that go around just setting up people. It's not surprising people. It's really not surprising. They really do set people up. What do you think? People, if somebody was gonna rob you, guess what? They had to watch you first. Set up, setting you up, planning something ahead of time, and that's how he felt. He felt like he was set up, and a lot of people. By the way, go shout that TikToker out. Go subscribe. She is going to be on YouTube. So go subscribe to her. She sounds like a great. She's gonna be a great YouTuber. And but back to Corey. You know, a lot of people, boy, when you down, and when you're being talked about, man, in a bad way, you're being talked about, and with the stuff that's not the only time that's not the first time I was just like, oh, I already didn't care too much about Corey before even Carmen. Situation with him and Carmen's divorce, or the situation that they still got going on. They are still married. I think Corey is Corey been like seemed like he's been going off before even this divorce, which led up to her getting tired, Carmen getting tired, and getting wanting to get a divorce and want to separate and get away from him. So, I don't think he's going like crazy because of that. Corey is really battling himself. If you know how that feel, you can tell that that's what he is doing, because I know almost everyone has been through that battle where you're battling yourself, and but if you haven't, okay, well, I'm not talking to you, but people actually do go through those things, and I feel like God is working on him, and I feel like he's going through a battle. You know what I'm saying? But just the same way we expect a female to go through the process of healing, it's the same way we gotta expect that same thing from a guy. They gotta go through that process of healing too. It's no different. Everyone has feelings and everyone goes through things. He is his own worst enemy, though. He really is. All hands up for that. You know, put in the comments if you think if he is his worst enemy, because I definitely think he is. But just because I did not care for him before this like that, I'm not finna sit up here and just say a young man or a man period or a woman is guilty because of their past. We all have one, and when you're going through these battles, that's exactly what it is. It's a battle. You know, he he may, have, I feel like he scared those women, those young girls, but I also feel like if you barely knew someone, just like everyone would be like you barely knew the girl, so why you let them in your car? The same way I'm saying, why would they get in a car with someone they barely knew, and they left, so why go meet back up with them? This is what I don't understand. You go meet back up with them just to, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you listen to everything Corey has said on his live when he did explain about the situation that happened when he finally came out, because Chris Sales was just, going off on him so bad, he had to come out, he had to say something. He had to explain his part. So he explained it to the public, but he did not explain it where he didn't turn himself in and explain it to them, because he very well could have been very scared. He could have been, feeling like he was in trouble and being set up for real. But those girls, by them going and telling first, it makes them look like, they're telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So all we have to do, we just gonna pray for Corey and keep him in our prayers. Let's not sit up there and just be like, oh boy, crazy. You know what I'm saying? But no, oh boy, it's his worst enemy. Corey is his worst enemy. He is fighting a battle. And if I was around people like that, I have to understand. But I also will have to remove myself, because ain't no telling in what direction they will go. So that's all I got to say about that, guys. Um, I will be back live tomorrow. Um, just speaking on subjects that I want to talk about. And if you're interested, just come on by. Say, hey, how you doing? You can stop in, come on by, and listen. Put your input, you know, comment, like, subscribe, and come on over here to have a good time. Nothing but positive vibes only. Nothing but positive vibes only. Okay, so that's all I have to say about Corey. Continue on praying for him, and people, my people, I am out.